Yeah, I'm mad irritated. Because I legit just sat here and recorded about 15, 20 minutes of a video, and then it just disappeared. So I'm starting all over again. Anyway, I'm late as hell on this review because I've been tired. I had a birthday. I just ain't got around to it or whatever until now. It's late as hell. I'm trying to go on, get this mess out the way. So this is the Chris Brown Heartbreak on a Full Moon concert review. If you follow my blog, then you know that usually, my website, www.shelly80sbaby.com, usually I type it up and blog about it or whatever, but I just don't have the time like I used to. With me having a little baby now and working full time, I just don't have the time to sit there and type all this stuff up. So I'd rather just do a video, and I hope that you guys like it better this way. If not, let me know. Maybe I'll switch over back to the way I used to do it. Maybe I won't. Probably won't. So anyway, I got this ticket for my birthday or whatever to celebrate my birthday. I paid $187 for my ticket, and I was only like just from the stage. I was in row L, so that was pretty close to the stage. Um, Only thing about where I was sitting was I kind of was like right in front of the speakers. Like, so when you look at the stage or whatever, you think, oh, I'm at the corner of the stage, I'm gonna have a good view, which I did have a good view. But at the same time, like all these speakers and equipment was right in front of me too. So that kind of sucked. Um, anyway, I paid an extra $15 to get in the fast lane. I do highly suggest that because them lines are long as hell. And you get in the fast lane, I was in there like that, just real quick. I had got there late, so it's real convenient for you if you're gonna, you're not gonna be on time to go ahead and pay that extra $15 to get in the fast lane and not stay in the long ass lines. Um, then plus when I got up to the line, I was scared as hell because I couldn't find my ticket on my phone, so I had to step aside because I was holding up the line and it was embarrassing and all that. And the lady found it for me, so I was cool. But I was finna bust out crying if my ticket somehow didn't go through or whatever and was snatched from me. I was about to be sad. So anyway, while I'm inside, I hear music playing, so I'm thinking it's a DJ or whatever. And I go stand in line and try to get me something to eat. I got these stale ass, salty ass pretzel that was just like trash and a bottle of water. And I start heading towards the, entrance or whatever. And this guy stopped me, one of the security guards, and was like, "You had to pour your bottle of water in this cup." It's like this big ass plastic cup or whatever. And I was like, "Okay." So then I went to sit down. I asked the girl, like, who was that singing? And she was like, Jacquees. And I'm like, I heard him, but I thought that it was like a radio, like a DJ. And I looked up there, I didn't see no DJ or anything like that. So I was like, oh, he really was out here. That wasn't on the list of people to perform or whatever. So I was like, that's kind of jacked up that I missed him, but it's cool, whatever. He performed his song, Dead single that I did hear him singing. He sounded good. Um, I think he did another song though, too. So I don't know which one that was, but I did hear him singing. So then around 6:30, 6:45, that's when Black came on. He did Free, he did Problems, and I think he did Switch. I'm not sure. And I know for sure he did X Calling. So I'm looking at my phone, my little notes that I had to take. So the first time I heard Black, lately I've been listening to Joe Budden's podcast, and they have this section at the end of the show or whatever where they do this thing called sleepers, which I guess is people that a lot of people sleep on that they need to get hip to their music or whatever. And that's the first time I heard of Black or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is some good music. I got to check him out or whatever. So he performed good. The crowd didn't seem to be feeling him that much. I don't think because they didn't know who he was. There was only like one girl in the front that just knew all his songs. Still stood up the whole time he performed. She was showing him love. He was showing her love right back. I was just like, okay, girl. So, then around 7:30, 7:45, that's when her came out with all that big ass hair and her sunglasses, and she had on this like this see through black shirt or whatever. It was cute, and I think she opened up playing the keyboard to her song "Losing." Um, she performed 10 songs. Okay, so she was up there for like an hour. I was surprised that she performed that many songs. So she played "Losing" first, then she got on the drums and she was doing her thing on the drums. I was like, okay. I had heard that she know how to play a lot of different instruments. Is real talented or whatever. So I thought that was cool that she showed off those talents. Then she did "Avenue." Just to know your avenue. That's my jam. Then she did "Don't Talk About My Sing." Don't talk about my sing. Okay, so then she did "Best Part," the song that she has with Daniel Caesar, another, hot young new artist or whatever. Get into him. Get into him if you don't know him. He did the song. She did a cover of it too. Get you. Then who would have thought I'd get you? That song. Don't talk about my sing. Okay, so when she was doing "Best Part," she transitioned into "Nothing Even Matters," and then that's when she did the cover of "Get You." Then she did this bluesy song. Blues, it's like a bluesy type feel that I got from it. I don't know what that song was. I tried to look for the lyrics and all that, and I just couldn't figure it out because my clip was too short. So if you guys were there, drop that in the comments. Let me know what it was. Let us all know what it was so we can get into it because I have no idea. Then she did "Focus." Everybody stood up. Everybody knows that song and was singing it. And it's crazy because just like that boot up song, "Focus" is like a really old song too. I want to say before it started getting hype on the radio, that song was about 2 years old too. So, and the first time I heard "Focus" was on Rihanna's Instagram. Like that's forever ago. So then she picked the guitar back up for her song "You." Then she did "Lights On." She was jamming so she was like, "Leave the lights on, leave the lights on." I was like, all right, girl. She was swinging them little hips or whatever. I was like, okay. Then she did "Every Kind of Way," and then she played the keyboard for "Changes," and she was pretty much out of there about 8:30. That's when I went to give me a little drinky drink, only to find out I didn't have my ID. And the man was giving me a hard time about you need your ID or whatever. I was like, "It's some bullshit." So I called up my homeboy that I knew was there and was asking him, like, "You got your ID?" And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Damn." So I had to go ask this girl, could she go pay for it for me or whatever. And that man didn't call her. I was watching. He didn't ask her for her ID or nothing. I was like, "This I know I look older than 21. Hell, I just turned 35 yesterday, 4th of July. Yeah. So I know I look older than 21. He was 8. So anyway, I got my margarita, $20. It was good though. And at first I didn't want to drink because when you hot, and matter of fact, when I was looking at the temperature while her was performing, it said 103 degrees. It was hot as hell out there. Okay, I wish that Chris Brown could perform at the American Airlines where it's air conditioned, but unfortunately, I know he's not gonna sell, out that venue. So I think the last time he came here, he was at the Pavilion too, and it was sold out and crowded, and it was a good show. Um, but it was hot as hell. But I was scared. I didn't want to get any liquor while I was hot because I know sometimes they don't mix or whatever. But it was actually real refreshing, and I didn't get sick or nothing like that. And it was so daggone hot. At one point I thought somebody had them poured something on the back of me, and no, it was just sweat running down the crack of my ass. Like it was just so damn hot. TMI, I don't care. It was hot. So anyway, especially with all this hair, I was hot. Then around 9 o'clock, Chris Brown came out. He opened up with "Heartbreak on a Full Moon" song, and it was very Michael Jackson-ish. Like it was just giving you just nothing but Michael Jackson that whole opening. Even just from the way that he was dressing, the way that he was dancing, everything, even like the visuals and stuff, it was just giving you nothing change. That it was giving you that. Anyway, so then he did "Rock Your Body." That's when he kind of seemed like he was having some earpiece issues and stuff like that because he was flinging it out his ear and then he was messing with the wiring, this was on his back and all that. Um, oh yeah, during the open, it was like this big old heart, like in the background, that was like beating, and it was like doo doo doo, then flatline, and then that's when he came out. It was cool. It was cool. So anyway, he was having mic issues on Rock Your Body. Then he did questions. Um, Girl, I got a question for you. Can I get an answer? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I like that song. Then he did Parting. Man, the visuals for that was like crazy. I think I posted all of the videos that were good, that had good sound and stuff like that, or whatever, because my phone sucks. I posted on my Facebook page, Shelly 80s Baby. Look it up, and you'll see all the videos on there because I'm not posting them all on YouTube like I usually do. Just go to my Facebook page; they'll be there. Um, yeah, the visuals was crazy. It was dope. Then he did High End. The High End. Then he did Wall to Wall. What I had like, yeah, he did 22 songs. Might have been more than that. I like now that I look back at it, because at first I was like, you could tell Polo Chris. Because after he did High End, that's when you could tell Po Baby was hot and tired, okay? Because the energy, like he wasn't giving the energy that he was when he first started out. Now, like he still was doing his thing or whatever, and then you have to think. Just me thinking about the temperature, how hot it was, and stuff like that, and I then think about all of the heat coming off of those lights and the screens and stuff like that was around him. Like he did a good job. Because at first I was like, damn, you could tell he was tired. But then like when I would really sit back and I looked at all them songs he's sang, I was like, damn, he performed that many songs. Because it's when you're in it, it seemed like it went by too fast. I was like, damn, that went by too fast or whatever. But um poor thing was but after the break, because like he did High End, he did Water Wall, then he did Liquor. That's when he had the wardrobe change, and at first I was like, why he got this little sleeveless oranges like reddish shirt on? It was ugly. It was ugly. I feel like, damn, I know I done seen him wear some better clothes and better wardrobe than that, but then I had to remember it was hot as hell. So he probably was like, I'm finna put on the thing that'll keep me the most cool during these performances or whatever. And then, this is when he kind of slowed down the music, and you could tell that, this is his cool down part where he wasn't dancing as much or whatever. Because yeah, whoever set that up, they probably knew you're gonna be hot as hell and you're gonna need to rest and stuff like that or whatever. So that's when he did Liquor. Then he did This Ain't. He could have kept that song. That's off of the Heartbreak album. I understand he wanted to show off some vocals, which he did sound good because, like, throughout the whole performance, he had the background track going or whatever. So it's like when he wasn't singing, you could tell that he wasn't singing because the background track was still going or whatever. But he did sing, so I give him that. You could hear him singing. He wasn't lip syncing or whatever. So, and he sounded good, for the most part, when he was singing. So I give him that. You know what another thing? Chris Brown done picked up a little bit of weight, okay, and I like it on him because at one point he was looking a little bit too skinny and sunken in the face and all that. No, he didn't look like that. So when he picked up this little bit of weight, it make me feel like he's getting back healthy or whatever. So he looked good. He had a little bit of weight on him. All right, so then he did Grass Ain't Greener. Okay, when he did Grass Ain't Greener, this is when he kind of went, because he had came down to the lower part of the stage, then he went back up around this time. And he was dancing and stuff, and then there was like this pole wiring rope thing or whatever that was hanging on the side of the stage. And he goes and jumps on it and slides down. Now I'm thinking, okay, if you looking at it, because I did post it on my Facebook, Shelly 80s Baby page, it looked like he fell, which he probably did stumble a little bit, but initially looking at it, it looked like it was an accident because I was like shook. Like I was like, oh, is he all right? But he got right on back up. What the hell is my dog doing? Anyway, he got right back on up or whatever and just was singing or whatever. I was like, okay, I don't think that was supposed to happen like that, but all right. So then he did Lost and Found. He did Hope You Do. Okay, when he did Hope You Do and To My Bed was the next two. That's when his female dancers came out and was dancing in lingerie and shaking their ass, all that. I was like, okay, work it, girls, work it. And he really wasn't dancing that much. I kind of wanted a little bit more. Like, if they was gonna be out there shaking or whatever in lingerie, I almost wanted just a little bit of interaction or whatever. It was almost like he didn't even want to touch him. I was like, okay, Me Too movement, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, um, yeah, when he was doing those songs too, Hope You Do and To My Bed, here these women are in these lingerie or whatever, ass out, okay, everything. And he still had on this ugly ass red shirt. He could have took the shirt off or something. If you weren't gonna dance with him or if you weren't gonna get sexy with him, at least you could have took the shirt off at that point. But then the dances go away and privacy comes on, or did they stay? They go away and came in. I don't know. They went away and came. I don't know. But privacy came on. That's when he took his shirt off. I was like, good. Maybe that'll help you with not being so hot and tired or whatnot. So then he went back to the top again, and like there were like these big blocks with screens on them or whatever in the background. And so he climbs up one of them and slides in. I was thinking to myself, all right, Chris, all right, you done already pretty much fell and bust your ass sliding down this rope or whatever on grass is greener. Chill out with all the like acrobats, whatever, however you say that, you know what I mean. So then he did Back to Sleep. Fucking Back to Sleep. He's still dancing, just not as hard as he was before around this time. And I don't know, maybe it's because the music was like a little bit more sexy and slower. I don't know. At one point during the show, he did Take You Down, and I just knew I was recording. Okay, I had my phone up and everything, and when I looked at it, it was not on record. I was like, damn, that's one of the best songs that I wanted to get him doing. I was like, man, it's some bullshit. So I missed that part. Um, he did a snippet of No Bullshit, and then that's when he went on break. It was like maybe like 15-minute break, if that, because I want to say it was like two songs he played. It was so maybe it was like a 10-minute break because he played just like candy, candy, and it was kind of weird though because he was playing that song, but he was playing the video for Return of the Mac in the background, and then eventually Return of the Mac came on, so I was like, okay. I was like, was that supposed to happen like that? I don't know. But then he came back from the break, and he came back doing Juicy Booty, not a favorite song of mine off of the Heartbreak album. He could have kept that song too. But you know what? They was all singing it. Like, everybody knew the words except for me. I ain't like that song like that. And it was weird too, because when he came back out, I think that most people didn't even know that he had came back out, because it just, the way that it transitioned was like weird or whatever. Uh, then he did Tempo. You could tell that that break gave him more energy, because that's when he started picking the dancing and stuff back up. Let me switch up the tempo. Okay, so he did that. Then he did. I messed up my little notes here. Then he did Yo. I think I say Yo. Don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. And then he did Poppin'. Listen, I want to call Poppin' Shouty Shouty so bad. Like, that's the name of the song to me. Shouty Shouty, not Poppin'. Okay? Anyway. Then he did New Flame. Then he did Loyal, Pills and Automobiles. And then he closed the show out around 10:15. You know how, like, if you go to a concert and they do that last song and they be like, all right, thank you everybody. He brought all his dancers out, they hold hands, and then they took a bow or whatever. And so I was just kind of standing there like, all right, he gonna come back out and do one more song. Hell no. Chris was like, it's hot as hell. Deuces, y'all. Texas, I'm out. And it was crazy because when I went to his Instagram page, he said like he put like the little fire emoji, and then he put literally, like, yeah, I know, poor Chris, it was hot as hell, poor thing, I know. Overall, it was a good show. I think that while I was there, it was kind of hard for me to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, because it was hot. Like, it was hot. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about what the temperature was going to be, because if I had known it was going to be 103 degrees, we're at a venue where it's outside, I damn sure wouldn't have paid $187 for that ticket. I wouldn't have. Nope. Nope. I'd have been in the lawn with every damn body else, watching it on the TV screens, having a good time drinking and having fun or whatever. But I still feel like if I'm gonna go to a concert, then I want to be as close to the stage as possible, like as I can or whatever. Because there were a few good clips that I got. Like this phone, Lord. Okay, the Samsung. I'm just gonna have to break down to give me an iPhone, because I noticed, and I don't like iPhones. I'm not an iPhone person, but I've noticed like when I go to these concerts, the people that have the iPhones have the best videos. Like the last one I went to before this was a Kendrick Lamar concert, all those videos were trash, so I didn't even do a review, and I didn't even have just time or whatever to do a video review. But all the videos were trash that I had. So when I started, I brought two phones, mind you. I brought my Samsung Note, and then I brought my LG phone. So I recorded most of the stuff on my Samsung or whatever, and then once that started running out of space, I should have known better. I should have cleared out all those pictures of my videos of my baby off my phone and put them on my computer before I went, because I ran out of space. So then I went to my LG phone. I went to my LG phone, and the videos on that was just straight up staticky, blurry. It's supposed to be the same pixels as my Samsung phone, but it's not. So those videos were horrible. So I'm not even gonna be able to upload it. And it kind of sucks because it was a lot of songs on that phone. Also, what I want to add is that the crowd was crazy. Like, soon as the beat dropped on all of those Chris Brown songs, like soon as the beat dropped, they were singing along. I mean, he really could have just stood up there and just dancing or lip sync or whatever because everybody was singing the songs. Every single song they was out there singing. Like it was crazy. So that's one thing I could say. The crowd was full of energy. Uh, you know, regardless of whether he had energy the entire time that he performed, the crowd was giving it to him. Like they was into it for real. So good show. I felt like a lot of people that were super fans were like, "Man, that was incredible. That was like what?" Like they was like super hype about it. Like just talking about, man, he just was just that was the best show. And to me, I was just thinking like, I mean, it was a good show, but you could tell during some points parts of the show that he was tired and he was hot. Like, I mean, I don't blame him though, but you could tell. Like, now who I couldn't tell was tired or hot was those female dancers of his. Now time did those female dancers they was giving it. I'm talking about now time did I look at any of them and say, okay, look, she looked tired. And maybe I just missed it. I don't know. But and they was serving, okay? They was doing it. So I'm not saying that Chris Brown should have did better. I'm not. I'm just saying that it was a cool show. It wasn't just like oh my gosh, like a lot of people I felt like was making it. And then so I put in the comment that on that Instagram that he did where he said it was hot. That I said poor thing was tired and hot or whatever. And so somebody else came in and commented and was saying, yeah, that wasn't as good as the last performance, the last show that he gave when he came down here. And I was like, okay, well, I'm glad it's just not me, okay, that was thinking that because yeah. I mean, when I went back and looked at the videos and stuff that I took, I was like, okay, he was getting it, but there were some moments where it was just like, so you gonna walk around the stage like that? Like you really just gonna let us know you tired or whatever? So, but I don't blame him. It was hot. It was hot. I'm glad I went though. I'm glad I went. I had a good time. I went by myself. Nobody else ain't trying to spend, the money that I like to spend on tickets or whatever. A lot of people like to do the long seats. I did long seats for Kendrick Lamar. I mean, that's cool if you're not trying to record anything. If you really just going just to watch the show, which I think artists have an issue with that. I remember Layla Hathaway going off on Facebook at everybody for having their phones up. Uh, to me, that's just the way it is now. Like people want to record that moment and have that moment to last forever and ever. So yeah, if you went to the show here in Dallas, Texas on July 1st, drop down in the comments and let me know if you like the show, if you agree with anything that I said about the show, if you saw anything that I saw, him busting his ass on that pole. Um, him sliding down that block, him being tired. Oh, let me also say not her, Black's drummer. Oh my gosh, that boy, I don't know who he is, but he was killing those drums. I don't know. Sometimes like the band members and stuff be from like Dallas or whatever. I know a couple of them, so, but I don't know if he was from here or he traveled with him or what. But he was killing those drums like even better than hers drummer. And she did like a happy birthday song to her drummer too, whatever, while she was there. Um, but yeah, that drummer was going off. Anyway, this video getting long. I'm at 28 minutes. I hope it ain't chopping and screwing like it looked like it's doing or whatever while it looked like it was doing while I was recording. But anyway, and like I said, go to my website, Shelly80sbaby.com. Let me know if you are into the writing or if you would like me to do these videos more often. I'll try to get them out sooner because I know I'm late as hell. I know. Oh well, y'all deal. Y'all will deal. All right. It's time for me to go up out of here. It's late. It's 11:43. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Peace.